These are investors from the People's Republic of China who were sought out by the African Development Bank. The gathering, a 3 day meeting, is aimed at creating lasting partnership with the Chinese investors to develop special agro-industrial processing zones in Nigeria. Ebrima Fowl, a senior director with the African Development Bank, says the plan is to invest $16 billion in projects over a 4 year period.
There's a lot of interest. We have a very deep pipeline that's valued at about $16 billion over the next 4 to 5 years. For us to be able to implement a pipeline of that magnitude, we figure that the bank will be able to invest on average about $1 billion a year of our own funds, which means that we are looking to leverage and catalyze other financing from other donor partners, of course, but more importantly, from the private sector.
The World Bank says by 2030, 60% of the world's poorest, some 414 million people, are expected to live in Africa. But the African Development Bank says it has a plan to feed Africa. The project seeks to transform African agriculture into a competitive and inclusive sector that creates wealth and improves lives.
We want to use the strategy to make Africa a net exporter of agricultural commodities. Now it is net importer. We want to reverse that trend because we say we have the potential to reverse the trend.
Speaking on Nigeria's readiness to invest in the agricultural sector, Professor Yebanji Oyeyinka says the presidency, many state governments, and a host of committed private sector investors have already shown commitment. There are, however, key investment challenges, which the African Development Bank and state governments are ready to deal with.
We have 3 legs of our program. One is the government at the federal level, which is very supportive. Second level are the state governments, who you'll be working with, and you see them, some of them tomorrow, and of course the private investors. But they have assured us that they'll be ready to work with you on moving this thing forward.
Nigeria is blessed with abundant agricultural potentials, and this partnership is expected to assist in the shift from total dependence on oil to improve earnings from agriculture and be self-sufficient in food production. Abel Ejikeme, Arise News.